What's up, guys? Welcome back, and as always, this is Lightliger here, and today I will be continuing my exchange reviews again, and this time we're going to be focusing on a real big fish, and that is the centralized exchange known as Kraken, which is terms of its trading volume like the second or the third biggest exchange out there. So let's get started with this review, but before we do that, I want to say reviews are not endorsements. So when I do a review on a platform, on an exchange, token, or a coin, doesn't mean that I'm endorsing them. This is just my thoughts based on my experience. So let's jump into the trading tab first of all. And one of the things I have to say here out of the get-go is that this normal trading interface is not something I like to use. I find this very complex and kind of messy to actually use, but this is, I guess, for people who like margins and stuff like that, which makes more sense to them, by the way. So they do have this thing called the Kraken Pro, which is an interface that you can connect to after you have created a wallet, and it basically just links you in basically to the same interface through a one account. So, once you have a Kraken account, you can use this as well. And it is pretty clear, a lot of different color options here, standard, light, and etc. And then there's the drop bar for a lot of these pairings. May not be for everybody's taste. I may not like this personally, but it is clean and it has some type of logic behind it, and this is not too bad, honestly. But the interface does have a different types of fonts, which we're not really used to seeing on other exchanges. So it's really up to for everybody's taste, I guess, whatever you like this one or not. But I find it okay. It's not the best that I've seen, but it will do. And obviously, this interfaces and these can be, seen more for margin and futures trading. That's what mostly happens here on the Kraken's exchange, just so you know. So maybe people don't do as much spot trading. But here you can also see all the pairings: USD, Euro, XBT is, by the way, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, bunch of stable coins, Australian dollar, British pound, and the Swiss francs. Franc, I think it's called. And let's go into the prices tab. Let's open that staking stuff there too. So this is one of these cooler things about Kraken that makes it kind of like a competitive option or interesting option within a lot of these exchanges that I've covered before on the channel. So something's wrong with I'm not gonna lie, I've had some technical issues while recording this video, so Kraken kind of logs me out and I have to verify the login multiple times. So, I always try to keep it real with my viewers when it comes to these reviews. They also have this price tab here where you can speculate and look everything that they have listed. There's 55 different coins here, over 300 pairs. Not the highest amount of coins, obviously, but this is kind of for the mainstream people. Even though I wouldn't say that their trading interface is like that good. Now, the staking page tends to kind of glitch out now and then. And yes, you can see there seems to be errors popping out on a frequent basis. So let's try to go to the funding tab on the while seeing things here. So here you can see the daily limits on everything. So it allows you to trade and do stuff here without doing the KYC. The KYC will be removing those limitations after you do it. So yeah, but it's good to have a big exchange which doesn't have a mandatory KYC. That may change in the future, but when it comes to these small, monthly withdrawals, daily withdrawals, these limitations are pretty good for a starter which hasn't done anything in terms of verify there. I think I have my real name here or something like that, but I haven't done a real KYC. And here you can see all your coins, deposits, and withdrawals, how much they cost and everything, the feeds and everything. In order to, by the way, interact with the Fiat stuff, that's always requiring KYC on pretty much every exchange. There's not a single one that's there's fees and balances and everything, and there might be deposit fees on certain currencies here which are not great. It's not something that I would. The deposit fees to me are most silly concept than everything in terms of crypto. Let's see if we can actually see them on the fees tab here. So the fees can like change quite a lot in terms of, you know, the maker taker, and they can go to 0% even on maker. Stable coins and FX pairs have different values as well, and margin and futures also have their own rates. I'm not sure how competitive these margin and future rates are because, as you know, I don't do them. I only do spot trading and I only do hodling. So maybe you can get another opinion from an experienced margin and futures trader, whatever those fees are good or not. They are not like tokens or anything which can boost those fees. So basically, it's just based on your volume that you do is going to be determining your fees on these pairings. So good for whales, not good for your small guys. Let's see if we can actually get that staking tab actually working. So let me try to refresh it again. But this is, you know, I'm not gonna edit this video. This is gonna be a real look into the Kraken and how it works. So there's also a support page where you can send emails. Not really that important. And then there's the history tab, which will show you your deposits, the ledger IDs and everything. That's kind of cool feature, by the way, and I haven't seen that before. And then you can also buy crypto directly. And yes, there can be issues like these happening. I was able to see this at least now we got it. So I can sell my crypto that I hold, which I have Polkadot here on my account. So I can directly sell that into fiat on the application. If we can refresh it, maybe it's work. Okay, it kicked me out. But this is your Kraken, guys. So, okay, let's try again to get into the actual staking tab, because this is the thing that I've been trying to show all the people during this video run, and there's not really anything interesting here on the security and setting tabs, which I want to explore. But we can also maybe try to the funding route where we can see our coins that are being supported. So there's around like 7 coins here which allow the staking process. So when you actually show all the assets, it will show you which ones have staking. Cosmos is here, Ethereum here for 5% actually. Flow, you have Kava, you have Kusama, you have Polkadot, Tezos, and these are pretty competitive percentages, by the way, what they're giving, which are much better than on any other exchange. And if we are lucky here, we can get it to the work through here, and we can get to stake. Okay, finally we got the staking page working out. So here we can see all the percentages. As I said, these are very competitive percentages. Maybe not for Tezos, but for everybody else, I think these are really, really high. So Polkadot staking on chain is really hard and complex. So doing it here actually is much better. So I'm going to be doing max amount and grow rewards on. And then we're going to be staking this, and we're going to be getting some rewards. And so here is kind of like a very unbiased review on Kraken. So there's a bunch of login issues, but everything else, like in terms of trading and everything, seems to work. As I said, KYC is not exactly mandatory. And, you know, there's a referral or affiliate program which requires a lot of sign up and information. And that actually pays you in euros. So it's not exactly good for gaining crypto, but it works in different variables. But overall, like Kraken, if you're going to be using it as a staking platform with these percentages, I think it's pretty good. Would I recommend it for trading? I guess, if you're going to be into only these big coins. But for altcoins and everything, it's unlikely, because they don't list that many like new coins exactly into the platform. But this has been my very honest and real look into Kraken, which has been having these login issues and loading issues a bit on the website, at least today. I'm not sure is that representing the whole experience, but I had really no issues on the exchange other than that. And obviously they are very respected, and they have all these things verified on the banking side and legislation and company things. Thanks for watching. Check out my other exchange reviews, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Cheers.